Welcome to the podcast.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the British Accent Podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Nick. It's great to have you with us again. Today's episode is perfect for beginners who are just starting their English learning journey. We're going to talk about something really fun and useful: colors, numbers, and days in English.
These are some of the first things you learn when studying any new language, right? But even though they seem simple, they're actually the foundation for so many daily conversations. Think about it. We use colors to describe things, numbers when we count or talk about time, and days to plan our week.
Exactly. You can't really go through a day without using these words in English. Whether you're telling someone what day it is, describing your favorite color, or saying how many apples you bought, these words help you express yourself clearly.
So today, we'll go step by step. We'll start with colors, how to pronounce them correctly, how to use them naturally in sentences, and a few fun expressions that include color words. Then we'll move on to numbers, from 1 to 100 and beyond, with some tips on pronunciation and usage. And finally, we'll talk about the days of the week, how to say them, and how native speakers actually use them in real conversations.
That's right. And as always, we'll also help you with pronunciation, especially if you want to sound more natural when speaking with a British accent. So, grab your notebook, get comfortable, and let's begin with colors in English.
Okay, Nick, let's start with something easy. What's your favorite color?
I'd say blue. It reminds me of the ocean and clear skies. And you?
Mine's green. It feels calm and natural, just like the trees and grass. Let's begin with some of the most common colors in English. We have red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple, pink, black, white, gray, and brown. These are the basic ones you'll hear almost every day. Now, pronunciation is really important here. For example, red has that short E sound, like in bed. And blue has a long U sound, like in true.
Yes, and sometimes learners confuse green and gray because they sound a bit similar, especially in fast speech. Green has that long EE sound, green, and gray has the A sound, like in day. If you listen carefully, you'll start to notice the difference.
Another fun thing is how colors are used in expressions. For example, if someone says they're feeling blue, it doesn't mean they've turned the color blue. It means they're feeling sad. And if something happens out of the blue, it means it happens suddenly, without warning.
Right, and here's another one: green with envy. That means you're very jealous. Or, in the red, which means you owe money or you're in debt. Colors can really add emotion and meaning to what you're saying.
Exactly. So, when you learn colors, don't just memorize the words. Learn how they're used in real life too. Let's practice a bit. You can repeat after us. Ready? Red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple, pink, black, white, gray, brown.
Great job. Try saying them again slowly, focusing on pronunciation. You can even practice by describing things around you. For example, the sky is blue. My bag is black. The flowers are pink. This way, you'll start thinking in English, not just memorizing words.
Now, let's move on to numbers. Numbers are everywhere. On clocks, in prices, on bus routes, and in phone numbers. If you want to communicate clearly, you really need to know how to say them correctly.
Absolutely. Let's start with the basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Simple, right? But it's important to pronounce them clearly. For example, 3 has that TH sound. Put your tongue between your teeth and blow air gently. 3.
Yes, that's one of the sounds that many learners find tricky. And 4 has that long O sound, while 5 ends with a soft V sound. Let's go a bit higher, from 11 to 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
After 20, it's easy. You just add the smaller numbers, 21, 22, 23, and so on. And don't forget to say and when you reach hundreds or thousands in British English. For example, we say 150 instead of 150.
That's a good point. Also, it's fun to practice numbers by talking about real things, like your age, your phone number, or today's date. For example, I'm 23 years old. Or my house number is 48. These small sentences are perfect for daily use.
And one more pronunciation tip, in British English, 0 can also be said as 0 or 0, depending on the context. For example, in a phone number, we often say 0. Like 0779 becomes 0779.
Nice detail. Now that we've covered colors and numbers, let's move to the last part, days of the week. These are words you'll use every single day, so it's important to pronounce and remember them well.
Let's list them first. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 7 days, easy to remember, right? But pronunciation can be tricky for some of them. For example, Wednesday isn't pronounced Wednesday. We actually say Wednesday.
Yes, that one always surprises learners. And Thursday has that soft th sound again. Thursday day. Try saying it slowly. Thursday.
Also, remember that in English, days of the week always start with a capital letter. So when you write them, don't forget that.
Great reminder. And here's something interesting. In English, we often use on before days. For example, on Monday, on Tuesday, on the weekend. You don't say in Monday or at Monday. The correct preposition is on.
Let's do a little pronunciation practice together. Repeat after us: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well done. Try using them in short sentences, like I go to school on Monday. Or I relax on Sunday. This helps you remember not just the word, but how it's used naturally in conversation.
And don't forget, the days also help you talk about time, like yesterday, today, and tomorrow. For example, yesterday was Friday. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow will be Sunday. These little words make your English sound more fluent and natural.
Exactly. So now, you've learned 3 of the most essential topics: colors, numbers, and days. They're simple, but they're the foundation of English communication. You can combine them in so many ways. Like I bought 2 red apples on Monday. Simple, clear, and completely correct.
That's the beauty of learning English step by step. Every small word you learn helps you build bigger and more natural sentences.
So, to wrap up today's lesson, we've practiced colors, numbers, and days of the week, 3 topics that you'll use every single day when speaking English. You've learned how to pronounce them clearly, how to use them naturally in sentences, and even how to sound more confident when describing simple things around you.
Exactly. Remember, learning English doesn't always have to be difficult or complicated. Even small steps like learning colors, counting out loud, or talking about the days can make a big difference in how confident you feel. It's all about using what you know, not just memorizing it.
That's right. So, after this episode, try to practice by describing your surroundings in English. For example, look around your room and say the colors you see. Count objects: 3 books, 1 chair, 2 windows. Or say what day it is and what you're doing. It's Sunday. I'm relaxing at home.
The more you practice out loud, the faster you'll start thinking in English naturally. And don't worry about being perfect. Just keep using the language, and you'll get better every single day.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the British Accent Podcast. We hope you enjoyed learning with us and found today's lesson useful for your English journey.
And if you like this episode, make sure to follow, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. Let's keep growing together and make English learning fun and easy for everyone.
See you in the next episode, and until then, keep practicing and keep speaking English every day.
Bye for now.